Shalom. Back with another edition of GMS Lunch Break. Spirit jumped on me to restart this series for the edification of the body of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So without further ado, first and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, whom we give ultimate praises, honors, and glories to. And double honors are due unto the apostles and elders of great millstone that continually rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect that is also pushing forth this ministry, this doctrine, in all faith, true, and sincerity, and giving all diligence. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled, "The Lord Shall Roar and Cry as a Travailing Woman," which is based off of Isaiah, the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 13, to which it describes the return of the Lord, in which, contrary to popular belief, these people think that the Lord is playing around with them. In their head, they're thinking that, even all the wickedness that they committed, even after all the dirt that they did, they still think the Lord is gonna deliver them. All right, them not repenting from wickedness. They think that they can continue on in wickedness and the Lord's going to turn a blind eye of what they're doing. But see, the Lord's going to return with warfare. All right, he's going to bring every work into consideration, whether it be good or whether it be bad, which pertains to Ecclesiastes chapter 12. All right. And see, these people desire the day of the Lord, in which the scriptures tell you that, woe to them that desire the day of the Lord, to what end is it for you? All right. Because the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. All right. So when he returns, he's going to bring destruction to these people, starting with the 2/3 of Israel, which is the nation of Israel consists of you so-called Neo-Hispanics and Native Americans. All right. So he's going to come back with destruction that is reserved for the 2/3 of our people and the rest of these other people that reside here in America, including Esau, which is the main target, which is the main enemy. All right. So he's coming back with warfare. He's coming back, and the scriptures describe him as a man of war, because he is a man of war. All right. He deals with warfare. All right. He even said in Isaiah, or should I say, the scriptures speak about the Lord in Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15, about the Lord returning with fire and with his chariots as a whirlwind. All right. So we're getting very close to that time, man. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and read the precept which I have in front of me, which is the title it's based off of. And if the Spirit had me to title it in another way, I will. But this is what it's pertaining to in Isaiah chapter 42, verse 13. And it reads, "The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies." All right. So it said, look, the Lord is going to go forth as a mighty man, all right, a man of war. All right, he shall stir up jealousy like a man of war, like it says right here. Because even the scriptures tell you itself, man, that the Lord is going to return as an angelic force. He says, look, he said, I will bring forth his, he said he'll bring forth his vengeance to these people, and they say he will not meet thee as a man. All right, he's going to come back as an angelic force. He's going to come back in his full strength, his full power. All right, and it's not going to be pretty. All right. When he comes back, it's going to be no joke, man. All right, no more talking. Now it's going to be with his sword now. All right. He says, he shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. All right. So he's, yeah, I mean, scripture says itself in the book of Luke. It said, them that don't want me to rule over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. So yeah, even the Lord got enemies. All right. He has many enemies, actually. These people here in America, this Babylon the Great in the scriptures. All right. So when he returns, he's going to exact vengeance on his enemies, which is Esau, these Edomites, and 2/3 of Israel. Okay. It says, I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. So the Lord's saying, look, man, look, he's held his peace. He been still and he refrained himself. All right. He's been basically the Most High haven't given him a green light yet. So he's been, been tapping his fingers. He's ready, man. All right. So when the Lord gives him that green light, this is what's going to happen. He says, now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs. I will make the rivers islands, and I will dry up the pools. In other words, he's coming back to bring fire, man. All right. He's coming back to bring fire, and he says he's going to cry and travail like a woman. All right. And he said he will destroy and devour at once. So it's going to be a quick. It's going to be quick and powerful, man. It said, that's why I said, man, in 1 hour, this land Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed. All right. And it's going to be dried up with. It's literally going to be a complete desert, man. After the destruction, man, after that thermonuclear fire, it lays waste to this queendom, should I say? All right. So once again, it just brings out the point. I didn't want to make this video too long. This brings out the point about the Lord returning as a warrior, man, because the Lord is a warrior. He's a man of war. Even when he was in the flesh, he was a warrior. All right, and you can see different descriptions of that in the Gospels. All right, but these people refuse to accept that because the church feeds them lies, and they want to rather listen to a person that's feeding them lies rather than listen to the Bible, right, and the prophets of Yahweh about Shem Yahshai, the true man of the Lord. All right, so with that, man, that pretty much is the point. This was another edition of GMS lunch break. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh about Shem Yahshai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that continually rule well. Peace and safety to the hopefully elect that's also doing this work in all faith, true, and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.